Happy Monday, friends. I am AnnaLee Dragon, the director of the Kinderhook Memorial Library, and we are doing another Monday book talk. So this week is the first week of July. I can't believe it's already July. This year has flown in a very strange way. The last couple years feel a bit like a fever dream, I guess. So I was looking up what holidays we celebrate in July, other than the fact that we celebrate 4th of July, obviously. And I don't know if you know this, but July is actually National Grilling Month, which makes all of the sense in the world, given that July is the time of barbecues and cookouts and camping. And so I thought this week we'd do some cookbooks, and I thought we would talk about grilling. So I have 4 different books I wanted to mention to you here that are available in our system. You can definitely borrow them. There are a lot of other grilling cookbooks in the system as well, so feel free to do a search if you have seen these or want something different, or let me know and I'll be happy to help you locate a different book for your search. But we're going to talk about 4 different grilling cookbooks today, including a vegetarian one, because grilling doesn't have to equal meat. We're just finishing up our Meatless Mondays challenge here at the library, and so I don't want our vegetarian friends to feel left out. We have a grilling cookbook for vegetables as well. So I'm going to put up a book cover, and then I will talk about the book and so on, and at the end I will put up all of the covers so that you can write them all down or request them from the library or stop in and see us. Our newsletter came out this week, so lots of stuff going on. Feel free to check that out, and hopefully we'll see you at some events, either virtual or in person. And yeah, we're looking forward to a great summer, so let's kick it off with some awesome grilling cookbooks. Okay, let's get started. The first book, which you saw the cover of there, and I have here in front of me, the Campout Cookbook, Inspired Recipes for Cooking Around the Fire and Under the Stars by Marnie Hannell and Jen Stevenson. I love this one. It's not strictly grilling, I guess, but it captures the essence of summer, right? All of our campouts, lots of families do that in our area. I think especially camping has lent itself to the pandemic situation because it is socially distanced, it is outside, so lots of people are camping. And I wanted to talk about a cookbook that specializes in that, because a lot of times camp food is either grilled food or maybe it's things that are prepackaged or freeze-dried, or things from home that you pre-plan. So it's not always what I would call like the best food, but this cookbook aims to change that. So this says that it spells out, one of the Washington Post reviewed it and said it spells out how to eat well when camping out, and that it's a rare book that considers campfire cookery as a gustatory pursuit. So big words there. I'd have to look that up. I don't actually think I've ever heard the word gustatory before. That was from Sierra, the national magazine of the Sierra Club. Who knows more about camping than them? So this cookbook is from the authors of another one they did called The Picnic, where they reimagined picnic food. And so this one is specializing in campout food. And so it's got 75 recipes for things like wood fire skillet pizzas, backcountry stews and chilies, fire roasted vegetables. Don't mind my look down, I'm just checking my notes. Cast iron breads, dips, jerkies, all of these things are included in here. And they say that there is inspiration and know-how for every avid camper and enthusiastic neophyte, which would be me. I am not an avid camper. I'm an indoorsy girl in general, but this might change my mind. If I could eat well when I was camping, I might be more into it. So it's a really pretty book actually too, and it's got lots of things in here, like they have some drawings, illustrations of some of the recipes, and they are split into, they've got things about quick camping cookery kits, chocolate covered popcorn, yes please. So if you are going camping and looking for some inspiration for your food, you might want to check out the Campout Cookbook. Okay, now we're going to talk real grilling next, okay? The next book we're looking at here, Feeding the Fire, Recipes and Strategies for Better Barbecue and Grilling by Joe Carroll, who runs 2 acclaimed restaurants in Brooklyn, Fetzo and St. Anselm. So I thought this was a cool book because it does include recipes, obviously, but it also includes a lot of technique and things that I would need to read up on if I were to grill. I don't generally grill. I cook more than use a grill. So this has all sorts of great information about both recipes you can make and then the best way to make them. So he gives us his top 20 lessons and more than 75 recipes to make incredible fire-cooked foods at home, proving you don't have to have fancy equipment or long-held regional traditions to make succulent barbecue and grilled meats. So he shows the hows and whys of live fire cooking, how to create low and slow fires, how to properly grill chicken, and why American whiskey blends so nicely with barbecued meats. I love whiskey and meat, so those things sound great to me. So anyway, it's a really, again, I love a cookbook that has great pictures. This one has some beautiful pictures. And that right there is charred green beans. So there are recipes in here, even if you are not a meat eater. There's also a section on beer pairings in here with it. And they show kind of the anatomy of the different animals and the different cuts of meat. So this is like a great reference, I feel like, even if you are not so much into the recipes, but you're new to grilling, this would be a great reference book to start with to teach you some important tricks and tips is what I was trying to say, but it is early and it's Monday, and so that's what you got. So anyway, The Feeding the Fire is here at our library. It's also available. There's other copies in the system. So if you're looking to start grilling or you're looking for some new tricks, this would be the book for you. Okay, I've got 2 more to come. The next one is going to be our vegetarian book. As you saw there, the title of this book is Cookouts Veggie Style by Jalinda Hackett. It's 225 backyard favorites, full of flavor, free of meat. So this is the cover as you saw there before, but we have this one here at the library. And this is beyond veggie burgers. So everybody knows that if you are a vegetarian and you go to a cookout, you probably end up with a veggie burger. But there are much more creative solutions is what this book is about than just a veggie burger. So they have grilled fennel with citrus vinaigrette or crisp camembert with mango quesadillas. So there's a lot of much more inventive, much more creative kind of food happening in this cookbook as opposed to just a plain old veggie burger, which may or may not be excellent depending on who's cooking it. Sweet Worcestershire grilled onions. So this one does have some pictures, although there are pages without pictures too. I like the pictures because I like to know what it's supposed to look like when I'm done. It's inspirational or aspirational, I guess. But this has a ton of really great ideas that would either, if you are a meat eater, you could add meat to some of these recipes, or you could simply use them as side dishes. We are in a land in Columbia County of wonderful farms and food, and so including huge amounts of fresh produce. And so we're very lucky in that way, and why not take advantage and try out some new vegetarian recipes while you're at it? And you know, when you have vegetarians at your barbecue, it might be nice to offer them something besides the veggie burger. So this will help offer some inspiration for those people out there. There are more vegetarian grilling cookbooks, so feel free to ask or check our catalog, and I'm sure we can find you something if you've already checked this one out. Okay, I have one more book for you this week. Okay, I felt we couldn't do a cookbook segment without hitting on at least one celebrity chef, right? Everybody loves a celebrity chef cookbook. Bobby Flay, who is among all of our favorite celebrity chefs, has several grilling cookbooks. This one I chose is called Bobby Flay's Grill It, a cookbook. And he has some, Stephanie Banyas and Sally Jackson are also co-authors on this one with him. But it says to fire up the best backyard bashes with 150 simple and delicious recipes from grilling guru Bobby Flay in his first ever fully illustrated full color grilling book. Whether you've picked up corn at a local farm stand or chicken breast at the supermarket, a fantastically flavorful, ridiculously simple grilled feast is right at your fingertips with Bobby Flay's Grill It. So he's done a number of shows. He's very charismatic. I've heard wonderful things about all of the cookbooks that he's written, but I think he is really well known, especially for grilling. And so if we're going to do a celebrity chef for grilling, I figured it should be him. So this book I don't have in front of me, but it is in the catalog. You can request it from the other libraries in our system. They call it a truly comprehensive guide and say that it includes Bobby's take on charcoal versus gas grills, which I know is like a hot topic if you were a griller. Some people are very impassioned about which one of those they choose and why. He has a list of indispensable grilling tools, a guide to stocking the perfect grill pantry, and a resource guide for high quality ingredients, supplies, and accessories. So again, like Feeding Fire, this is part reference book, part cookbook. So I think if you are newer or just looking for some new inspiration, this book might be helpful in that it gives you some basics to have on hand so that you can always have a great grill barbecue session, regardless of how much planning you've done ahead of time, if you have these essentials in your toolkit and in your pantry. So Bobby Flay's Grill It, a cookbook. So now I'm not going to take up any more of your time today. I'd like you to get out there and start grilling. It is July, it is early in the season. We have lots of months ahead of us of outdoor cooking, and I hope you are all enjoying that. And again, check out our new newsletter that came out. The doors are open. We are asking for masks inside to protect our little ones who can't be vaccinated yet. But everything else is back to normal, dare I say. You can use the computers, browse the books, hang out, do study here, do anything you want to do in the library. And we do have some really awesome programming happening mostly outside of the building this year, but it's going to be a great summer reading program. So I've got gifts for adults, prizes, so you can join our adult summer reading challenge. We also have one for young adults and for children. So there's something for everybody, but we look forward to seeing you soon, and have fun grilling, and let me know what you think of these cookbooks, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.